shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin flame marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. That's me. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the teller, it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below. Presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. He's got this downfield to McBride. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Dallas.
On the
So
jump.
the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We created on the other team, just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Jack.
Richardson to throw off play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
18 Rebels. 18 Rebels.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
Now it's Richardson. Got an open man at Schwartz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Richardson to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Viking 18.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
early down stuff will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Third and 5.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Barkley inside handoff. Boy, shifts past him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Watson, 46 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Ready?
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Go!
And Stroud now to throw.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a...
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Stroud. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Hines now on the return. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Got it. Ready? Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Ready?
Again, they run it with Spiller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Come on, come on. Hey, check smash, check smash.
first and 10 is Spiller.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A delayed give to Spiller. And he'll go down at the 28.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They run behind center with Spiller.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground with Spiller.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down and 8. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
York able to send this one through.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would look.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. play action. Stroud now.
He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 19 Lions.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Now Stroud. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Barkley now on the handoff, but this will go the other way. It's a reverse.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Stroud.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. There goes the first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Ed Oliver. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Richardson looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go well for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
They go play action with Richardson. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fan.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Here we go, here we go. 18, 5 here.
Running right, this is Spiller. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Richardson.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 43. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Motion man is Schwartz. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 9. Now Richardson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They begin with a run by Barkley.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Go! Dragon 60.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
18 Rattler.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
On the bootleg, Stroud
rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Now it's Richardson.
And Watson has it right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Let's go now.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Cup 19.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
He's going to have to hook up the shorts.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the ball, on the ball.
Richardson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Dancing to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. DK Metcalf. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
Let's go.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.